Hell, everyone else makes a gift guide, why not me? Holiday gift guide for filmmakers seemed to be a thing, so I decided to make one for you. This is a gift guide, right? That means someone else is spending the money, not you, right? Well then, f it. Let's get some free shit. Yeah, you can buy this cheap-ass thing for about 300 bucks, or this stupid budget DSLR for about 600 bucks, or you can get this $3,000 stupid-ass camera that doesn't even shoot RAW. How about this one? It's like 6,000 bucks and doesn't even shoot 900 frames a second. You want to give your filmmaker the gift of a crappy camera, watching their YouTube videos, knowing you bought them that cheap-ass $6,000 budget camera? No, you don't. So cash in the college money and get this under $100,000 budget camera. Shoots 4K, has an ISO range from 640 to 640. It does 860 frames a second. Okay, you only get 9.8 seconds of video at 860 frames per second. When your loved one opens this box and gets the included accessories like, well, the AC adapter, they might be disappointed. Fear not, get some stocking stuffers so this camera will actually work. Get a couple of batteries at 250 bucks a piece and something to record the video on, like a couple of these cartridges at only $11,000. Although the total cost is just under $130,000, don't fret. There's more to buy to make this gift work. Okay, you can get some cheap-ass lenses like this, and this, and this, or maybe even this. But seriously, you've cashed in the college money, so why get low budget now? Here's a fine cinema lens for only $42,000. You see, your budding filmmaker is probably using stupid lenses that say F on them. Well, this has T on it, and since T is way further than F in the alphabet, you know you're getting some good stuff here. And see the 30 to 300 mm thing? More MMs are better. If you don't want to be a holiday buzzkill, just sell that crappy house you've been living in and get a full budget starter kit like this for only $101,000. You know who Steven Spielberg is, right? You know he did movies like Batman, The Sixth Sense, Attack of the Killer Tomatoes? So do you think your budding filmmaker can't be as good as Steven Spielberg? And you're gonna tell them that? No, you're not. The leading cause of death amongst filmmakers is no sound. So let's add some sound stuff to our buying guide and save a life. Sure, you can add things like this $100 recorder, or this one, maybe a cheap mic like this, but it's not gonna sound good, and you'll see that.
I have a droopy, sad face, but I'm gonna look like I have an excited, thankful face.
Look when your present is opened. So you may think,
I love my loved one, and I don't want to see that face.
So you get something more like this recorder, or this one, or even this one. And you can really show the love by getting something like this mic, or this one, or this one, or better yet, this whole package here. Well, let me tell you, the only thing you'll end up with is a little less of the
droopy, sad face, but I'm gonna look like I have an excited, thankful face.
If you really want to see that person's mug light up for the holidays, here's what you get. This mic here at only 5,400 bucks and it's free shipping. See, I do you right. It includes a carrying case that looks like a scaled down blimp, a free dead animal, and I mean, come on, it's blue. Next, get this recorder here at only 9,900 bucks. Not only is it a bargain, but it's blue, which matches the microphone. You awesome holiday gift giver, you. Let's face it, if you sell all that useless life stuff to help jumpstart your filmmaker's career, they're gonna become rich and famous and take care of you when they make billions of dollars. Really, they'll take care of you. So don't worry about it, start spending. And the next gift to buy is light. It should be no surprise and a well-known fact that we need light, because no light means everything is dark and everything dies. Well, you want your loved one to die in the dark? Now you could do something really unforgiving, like buy some cheap crap that they can DIY together and will work as well as the more expensive stuff. Shame on you. Besides, the DIY stuff is messy and you'll end up getting pissed after they destroy your drill bits and screwdrivers. You could step it up a notch and buy some cheap ass lights like this. Better to buy some LED lights. I know. You think lead is bad and poisonous. For lights, lead is good. But if you really want to light up your loved one's face for the holidays, then you need something like this. At only $12,000, you can light up backgrounds and green screens and even grow plants when they're not being used. I mean, come on, you like plants, right? Of course you do. They make air. Next, they'll also need something to light the cat being filmed for their famous viral YouTube video. Here's a full kit for only $14,000. It has all sorts of cool specs with words like Lux. And instead of calling the power cords, well, power cords, they use way cooler words for it like mains. Okay, follow my logic here. Probably 50% of the filmmakers you are buying gifts for went to at least 2 schools, right? And probably 50% of those schools had hall monitors, right? Well, that means 100% of those people are going to go through MWS, Monitor Withdrawal Syndrome. It's not pretty. Now you can buy them something like this, or this, or this, or even this. Come on, don't be a cheesecake. What you want is this. It's got a really cool name with all sorts of numbers in it, and it's only $9,500. I know. Still doesn't show the love, right? Well, add these stocking stuffers so the person can actually use this low-cost monitor alternative. We got a battery for $424, which has gold in the name and even includes a 1/4-20 tie-down bolt. Add in the cables, the arm, the lens hood, and then top it off with a travel bag. Now we're just under $10,500, no painful withdrawal, and you're a holiday hero. Yes, I heard your thank you, and yes, you are welcome. So you may be thinking this mentally challenged person won't be able to come up with an actual story if their life depended on it. Here's a filmmaking secret. By moving the camera all over the place while filming, it helps hide all the f***ups they are sure to make. And more importantly, if your filmmaker has all the gear to make this shaky shit, they don't need to have a story at all. Cool, huh? The physics behind this is that the person watching won't be thinking about the complete lack of story while their stomach is ready to chuck up their dinner. So you can get stuff like this camera cage, or this fig rig. Companies that make filmmaking gear make jobs. If you don't buy the gear and keep buying more gear, then you got everyone fired. Yeah, thanks and happy holidays to you, economic disaster devil child. So you need to buy stuff like this. Get them a slider, no, not the little burger things. And get them a panner for the slider, no, not the cooking things. And get them a jib, no, not those ship things, so they can film things that go out of frame. You'd also better get them a Steadicam so they can walk around getting shots of people walking for no reason at all. Better yet, combine the jib and the Steadicam so they can get shots of people walking for no apparent reason and going out of frame at the same time. Now, that's a lot of stuff, and you might be worried that you really didn't spend enough on your filmmaking loved one. Well, I've solved the problem for you. What you need to get is this, a dolly cart, no relation to a cart for dolls. At only $7,500, they can mount shit on it, ride around for no reason, push it around for no reason, and they can cut this useless middle thing off here and use it for moving furniture, and they become rich and famous and finally move out. And look at this, it's got new Matic tires. Seriously, you'd buy that loved one something with old Matic tires? At some point, after your filmmaking loved one has spent years around with all this gear you've got them, they're going to want to actually create something and post their cat video on YouTube. And that takes software. Now you can do something cheap and stupid if you want to be forever remembered as the holiday jerk who did something cheap and stupid. Here's one example of stupid. You can get this full Adobe CC suite with everything they would need to make anything for about $600 a year. Kind of like a magazine subscription. Who buys a magazine subscription for someone? It's got every product Adobe makes like Premiere Pro and After Effects and all the stuff big Hollywood production people use, and it's the most supported and comprehensive package there is. It even has Photoshop in case they decide shooting photography is easier, which it is. I mean, do the math. Click, instant picture. And there's a rule about this. The rule is your holiday loved one will be obligated to go on the internets and bitch about how they're paying $600 a year for everything needed to do their work instead of buying the exact same not up-to-date software for $3,000. And even worser than worse, they'll have to bitch about always having to be connected to the internet to use this software when in reality it's like 99 days or something. Even if there are idiots, they'll look like idiots. You want that for your loved ones? Of course not. So show the holiday love. Buy them the whole Adobe Master Collection, which is the same as the Adobe CC Suite, for almost $3,000. And they get to pay $800 a year for updates, which only come out once a year. It's the gift that keeps on giving. After the software, you need hardware. Hardware is computer lingo for a computer. F***ing IT people. First, you need to know definitions. RAM stands for random access memory. That's the memory that your computer needs to remember stuff, and you need a lot of it. Except when you turn the computer off, then it loses all its memory. So we need something that does remember stuff, so we get the hard drive. And you need a bunch of those too. Now, hard drives come in flavors of the spinny kind that make noise and the non-spinny kind called SSDs, which are basically like RAM except it doesn't lose its memory. These remember stuff as long as you remember to save the stuff you're working on. And as long as you don't have a power outage, or an electrical bolt of lightning surge through your electrical system, or an electromagnetic pulse that shuts the world down. But I digress. Then there's the monitor. It's like TV, only better, usually smaller and more expensive. Lastly, there's a video card. It's like that green thing you see in a computer with all those little do-funny things on it, only smaller. The video card makes all the little dots on your screen show up. The way video cards work is like this. 1. The manufacturer makes a fast whoop-ass video card so the dots show up on the screen really fast. 2. Maker of the software dudes upgrade their software with cool features you have to have, pushing the video card to its limits, which also happens to push the hard drives and memory you spent so much money on to their limits too. 3. Having to have said upgrades to produce the aforementioned viral cat video, we not only pay for the software upgrade, but we also buy more and faster memory, more and faster hard drives, and to wit, a new video card to handle the faster dots appearing on the screen. Kind of like shampoo. Now let's cover these computer systems. There's generally two kinds of computers you would use. One is a Microsoft computer called Windows, and the other is an Apple computer called Macintosh. Now a sane and rational person would buy a starter computer with some hard drives and RAM and a monitor and a video card and start creating stuff until they got better at it. Well, we know creative people aren't sane and rational. There was a study on that, I think. Then they would update the computer memory, video card, and hard drives as they got better, or possibly got a job to afford these things. I know I said they may get a job and everyone knows they can't make money doing creative things. I think there was a study on that too. For example, this all-in-one HP system, it's got all the goodies, and you can upgrade the memory, hard drives, video cards, whatever. Well, this 5K Mac here, which also has all the goodies, is also upgradable and is basically less than the cost of a 5K monitor, but has a whoop-ass computer included, will last for quite some years. So you decide to buy a Windows or a Mac computer for your filmmaker. No! Instead of finally being able to make the most awesome Spielberg-like viral cat video on YouTube ever, your beloved filmmaker person is going to spend the rest of eternity caught up in an all-out war, constantly having to justify and fight with other folks on the internet about which computer is better, cheaper, faster, and more upgradable, their Windows computer or their Mac computer. Could you be even more of a gift-giving jerk and ruin your beloved filmmaker life? Yes, you could not complete this one final gift of computer system, and then this person you said you loved will have to post something completely embarrassing on the internet like this. Can someone tell me what's the best computer system to buy for creating videos under $2,000? And you say you love this person? What you need to do is buy this Mac system at $30,000 and this Windows system at only $28,000. Now just add in two of these 27-inch 4K monitors at $7 grand each and you're done. Yeah, I know they're not the 5K one like the Mac. When you only spend $72,000 on video editing systems, you kind of get what you pay for. Seriously? Have you been paying attention? The whole future of you're not able to really come up with a story, so I need a bunch of expensive gear filmmaker is at stake here. We're only talking about getting a starter filmmaking package for just under $350,000 to start your filmmaking loved one on the way to Spielberg-dumb-inityness. That's what the holidays are all about. I hope this has helped your filmmaker holiday shopping quest to finally show your filmmaking loved ones that yes, you do actually care. Happy holidays.